What a summer of European glory for the Lionesses, and England captain Leah Williamson and the player of the tournament Beth Mead are in action tonight. After the opening weekend of the WSL was postponed due to the death of the Queen, the new season begins with Arsenal against Brighton. Season tickets have sold out at Arsenal, and for the first time head coach Jonas Eidevall hopes they can inspire even more people to attend matches.
Of course, we're really happy to come back to play in front of our fans again. They were amazing last season, and with the numbers of tickets we have sold now, both for the game on Friday but also for the North London derby against Tottenham, it's so exciting to be playing in front of them, and I hope we can repay them with good performances.
Arsenal, obviously, amongst many teams, have announced that they've had sell-out season tickets for this season after the success of the Women's Euros. How do you feel that momentum is going to go throughout the season?
I think it's really important that it doesn't become a one-time thing, and that when people are coming to the stadium, that they really experience a good football and a good connection with the team, so they want to come back again. So hopefully, and if we do it right, it will be something that will be growing during the season and not only staying at one level. You're very proud when you see your players perform well at the international level that you work with every day. But to be honest, I also be very proud when I saw the England squad for Lotte Wubben-Moy and Nikita Paris, also to see like how they handled themselves, how good teammates they were, how much they were doing with the things that they needed to do. So I think that's what you also have to realize, that to be part of a successful team, you need to have everything, and you can't be without anyone to be successful. So I thought that was a very good contribution for all of them representing Arsenal at that tournament.
On Lotte Wubben-Moy, she's someone that didn't get as many minutes, obviously, with the England squad. But how integral is she, I guess, even behind the scenes? Because there's been lots of players that have spoken about her who've said that she's an integral part behind the scenes. She was one of the lead players for the letter that was sent to the government calling for more funding in women's football, so she seems to have a very vocal voice.
I think Lotte is an extraordinary person and a great football player, and she's young, but she's so mature and intelligent, and the way she thinks about not only football but in life in general, and the way that she can express herself and her thoughts, it's fascinating. So of course, when you have those abilities, then you're also going to be like a glue in a team, because when you're really good at communicating and you have really sound ideas, then a lot of people will gather around you as well. So I think it's very natural with Lotte, and we're so happy that we have her here at Arsenal.
Focusing obviously on this season now, it was very close. Arsenal took it down to the final game last season. Bit of disappointment towards the end, but how do you think that's helped you in terms of your preparations for this season?
I think the most common mistake you would do is to say we were only 1 point off, so what do we need to do to get that 1 point? No, we have to start all over. We have 0 points now starting the season, and so have all the other teams. So it's about saying, how can we get as many points as possible? So we of course, we've done a review. We've seen where things could have gone better last season, and we try to work really, really hard to improve that. The problem is the other teams will do the same, so of course that's why it's going to be so competitive, but we believe in that our processes are good. I really believe in my squad, so we have high beliefs going into the season.
So lots to think about for Brighton and their manager Powell tonight. Powell managed England for 15 years but is happy with her squad heading into the new season.
I'm really pleased with the players that have come in. I think we've got some real talent. A couple of players we tried to keep, but sadly they wanted to move on. And all sorts of issues with other players that came from abroad. COVID meant they wanted to go back home. It's been a challenge in terms of the window, but the players we brought in I'm very happy with, and hopefully they can show what they're about tomorrow.
Unable to bring any players in on deadline day. Do you feel a little bit short, maybe?
Perhaps a little, but it is what it is. We can only control what we can control. The players have been in good spirits regardless. It gives everybody, I guess, an opportunity to play. And I guess when the window opens again, we'll just go again. But at the moment, we've got a good squad of players and we'll just battle on.
And Rebecca Stott coming back, that's a really positive story.
Yeah.
How's she been looking and how ready is she to make her return?
Yeah, she's really happy to be back. Yes, she won't be starting. She's got a bit of a niggle, an injury, but you know, that's life, that's football. But it's really great to have her back. I think her experience, her quality, I think she showed that when she was with us. She always said she wanted to come back. She's, you know, healthy, which is a good thing, and we're excited to have her back and excited to see what she can do during the course of the season.
And you finished 7th last season. At one point, it looked like it could be even better than that. What do you think is realistic this season?
Yeah, I think we've got a very new squad. It feels like we're almost having to regroup and go again. We're looking, I guess, at the same sort of targets. I think it's more this season about performances and consistency. We're a bit yo-yoing last season, so we're trying to address that. And we'll just see how it goes. I think we got the talent. It's just blending the talent so that it comes out in the wash, as we say, and we get what we want.
Everton's women get their season underway on Sunday when they take on West Ham. New manager Brian Sorensen has spoken about the divisions in the dressing room last season before his arrival.
The players that recruited know that it was the right type of players that will pull in the right direction in the dressing room. I think that was really important. I think why was it divided? I think it was on everything that happened, just got into a bad spiral. I think that's my own opinion on it. But yeah, now I think they looked, the togetherness is there. They look united. We just have to show it on the pitch now.
I know you said previously you don't want to set too many specific aims for the season, but what would you like to achieve this year? Whether it's points tally, position in the table, or maybe building just a bit of unity around the club after last year?
Yeah, I said it a couple of times now, I think the key word is stability, that we in every game for 90 minutes and we show a clear identity on how we want to play. And then there's of course some measurable goals you can look at, and that's I look into statistics, so there could be ball possession we want to press, so I also look at that, how good are we at that, those type of things that we can go back and see, are we actually doing the stuff that we want to do, the identity we has as a team, the statistic to back that up, look at that, but certain rank in the table, I think it's too early to say. There's a big turnover, so we need to see how the season go. But hopefully we can look up and not down.
Well, Aston Villa start their season against Manchester City, and Villa's Remy Allen is excited about the new season and bigger crowds.
I think obviously having the games televised as much as possible. I know that's when I've spoken to people, they're now asking me, when are your games on TV? When can we watch? I think the more we can do that, the more people watch the game, the more inclined they are to go to the games. I think the biggest thing is then building the attendances from a consistent basis. It's great for the start of the season, but we want to get to the end of the season and be like, okay, we're selling out stadiums week in, week out.